Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, please like this video, please give me the energy for vlogmas. Comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok, Twitter at Lifewithsymone. Follow my business page at Brishari. Today is our last day for our 50% off sale. I know a lot of things is snatched up, but I'm pre-recording, so it should still be a lot of stuff, some stuff there. So go ahead, check it out. Biggest sale of the year. Anyway, and also follow me on Snapchat at @thereal_HM. Y'all, oh my god, today's vlogmas day number 2, and I'm smiling so hard because I'm obviously pre-recording, and I'm happy because I feel like I'm gonna walk this vlogmas shit down. I'm gonna walk it down. I've never been this confident about doing like vlogmas, vlogtober, or anything like that ever, and I feel like I'm so confident because I just recorded yesterday, Sunday, literally. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. I'm working overtime. I got 2 videos already waiting to be posted for this week. About to record another. Your girl's working, okay? Who you know work harder than me? No, I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people who work harder than me, but I'm just saying. Your girl working. But anyway, let's get into it because this vlogmas, we finna walk this shit down. We finna do it. But I just wanted to say thank you to all of you though, because honestly, I know some people probably like, bitch, shut the fuck up, I'm here for a story. But I want to say thank you to all of you because I wouldn't even be this motivated, this happy if it wasn't for y'all. Like if y'all wasn't showing out every time I post or every time I do these things or whatever, like participate in these little things, it just, you know, y'all really do y'all big one when it comes to me. Like we a big ass family here. I love y'all. I don't even know what we called or whatever, but we family and I love y'all. Okay, let's get into the stories. Y'all can see by the title. I know y'all probably like, girl, what? Yes, I am a self-aware queen. I can admit when I was wrong. And this could be Toxic's 13th reason or her first to why she did not like me later on in life. You know, I don't know. Maybe, you know, she probably had a moment where she was probably like, I remember that. So this is the time I was a bad friend. That time I was a bad friend. Okay. So this story takes place back when we was younger, was in high school still at this time. Let's rewind it back some years back. Okay, so this was when we was hanging out all the time on the street. Remember I told y'all toxic people lived on the same street? So this was summertime. In the summertime, she, like they whole family, they'd come stay over there. So she was there, we all outside chilling like we usually do. So it was this boy on the street. We're gonna name him Fly because he looked like a fly. Not because he was fly, fresh to death. Nigga used to wear a giant black tee for some odd ass reason. But we're gonna name him Fly. So anyway, one thing about Fly, he used to be annoying. At this time, I probably was like, if I wasn't in high school at this time, I had to either be like 8th grade to 10th grade. One of these, I don't really remember. But yeah, but he for sure was way older than us. I probably wasn't in 9th grade because I think he was a senior his last year in high school. He was way older than us, but he'd always come around and just think he was just that nigga. He was cool as fuck. I don't know. It used to be this one boy, y'all. One thing about me, I always say this and I don't be lying. I was the favorite friend, like all the time, not to toot my own horn. So it was like this one boy, nobody else liked him. Like my homegirl didn't like him, Toxic didn't like him, they didn't like them either. Feelings was mutual, but that was my dog, and he'll always come look for me and be like, come outside, whatever. So he was outside or whatever, and I'm over there talking to him. He didn't live on that street, his dad did, so he'll come whenever, like he at his dad's house or whatever. So I'm outside, we talking to him or whatever, but this boy was younger than me. He was really just like a little cousin type shit to me. So for some reason, Fly used to always come over there and try to like talk big shit to him. And the boy that I'm talking about, we ain't gonna give him a name, we just call him little cousin whenever he come in, but he ain't really that important. But this other boy, he lived on the street for real. Well, we don't know where the fuck this nigga lived at. He was just one of them people where, you know, where you be like, where the fuck this nigga be coming from? But we gonna name him Brian. That's his real name. It really don't even matter. I ain't seen her talk to this boy in years, so that shit don't matter for real. So anyway, Brian was over there hanging out with my little kuzo, and here come Fly come over here trying to talk his big shit with his big ass shirt on. So he come over there, every time he'd come over there and irritate us, we all thought he was just so ugly and weird. So he come over there looking like a little leprechaun. He over there like, yay, where's me go? No, I'm just kidding. But he come over there just talking. He always just like try to school or think he was just better than everybody. He'll tell us like how, oh, y'all gonna be getting made fun of when y'all go to high school or this and that, because why are you dressed like that? Why is your hair like that? You're not supposed to. Girls at my school, you clearly having a girls at your school issue. He used to lust over my sister Tatiana. Anyway, let me finish. So anyway, he come over there, we irritated, like, and we just kind of get in a huddle away from like the huddle we was in with Brian and Lil Cuzzo, and we talking amongst ourselves. It was me, Toxic, and my one homegirl. So he talking his shit like he usually do. He'd come look us up and down like and laugh and shake his head. So we like, Fly, what the fuck? Like, you know, we used to be so irritated with him. So he like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing, dog. And be dapping them up. And they confused as shit because they like, what are you talking about? So anyway, he said something to Lil Kuzo like, oh, I had aimed you a party or something like that. You trying to go? Mind you, if I'm in the 9th grade, this nigga like in the 6th. Yeah. Anyway, I was about to say, let me go check because I got him on Instagram, but I'm not gonna go DM him like, little nigga, how old you is? But anyway, so he like in the 6th, so he like, yeah, I sent you this party or whatever, you trying to go? Mind you, these people on our street, let me stop saying mind you, because in my last story time, I realized I would not stop saying that shit. He was like, yeah, they having a party, you trying to go? So he like, oh, I don't know if my dad's gonna let you. He a little ass kid, whatever, pretty much. So he's like, oh, okay, you trying to go to Brian? And Brian was like, yeah, I'm trying to go, whatever. Y'all, it's so crazy because one thing about it, like when Brian said he was trying to go and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to dance on girls and stuff like that. Brian used to like me or whatever. And I had the biggest crush on Brian. I ain't even gonna lie. But y'all, I didn't want to like Brian because everybody thought he was ugly and weird. It's like, Brian is so ugly, weird, and dirty. And I used to be like, yeah, right? So I never used to like admit that I liked that boy back. That's so stupid of me. So anyway, when he was saying he gonna go to the party and he like, yeah, because it's gonna be high school girls there and da-da-da-da, and older girls. And I'm kind of thinking to myself like, not too much, nigga. Not too much. But I used to be so mean to him. So it's not like he noticed anyway. But yeah, so he telling him or whatever. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna go. So he like, okay, I'm gonna aim you or whatever. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do, you know, like grown nigga shit. Like he used to just little kid us a lot. So he ended up leaving or whatever. So when he said aim, I don't know, it was one thing about me. I used to be nosy as shit. I'm still kind of am like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I was so nosy and I had no reason to even fucking want to look at Fly's Facebook or anything like that. But he had this one cousin that had came over one time, which they had a party and she was cool as fuck. And I used to always be like, oh, I'm gonna go add her one day. But I never could remember that girl name and they act like she disappeared off the face of earth and they didn't know who the fuck I was talking about. So I'm like, and plus I just wanted to be nosy and see what he had going on because he made it seem like he was just that nigga at school and shit like that or in life, period. So I was like, oh, what's Fly's Facebook? So he was like, mind you, Lil Kuzo. I'm like, what's Fly's Facebook? So Lil Kuzo like, I don't even got Facebook. I don't know. I'm still on MySpace. No, I'm just kidding. He like, I don't know. So Brian like, why you want to know? Like, why you want to know his Facebook? So I was like, oh, I'm trying to find his cousin. Like, remember I started describing the girl again. I'm like, she was like light skin. She had some braids. You know, she could dance. He like, I don't know who you talking about. I'm like, you was talking to her? Everybody act like I was slow. So I'm like, oh, I was trying to add his cousin. So he like, well, even if I did know who this person was, why you trying to add her? So I'm like, I'm trying to ask her if she gonna come back around here because she was cool. So he like, I don't know, like, I don't know why. So I'm like, what's his aim? So he like, oh, I ain't gonna tell you his aim. You trying to hit that nigga up. It did seem like I'm trying to hit Fly up, but that's really not what it was. I just was nosy as shit for some reason. So he like, I was super nosy and I just wanted to see his whole family's Facebook pages. I don't know why. Like literally he had a cousin that I used to love and every time we would walk by, y'all, I used to be young as shit. And his cousin would be on the porch brushing his hair, playing In Those Jeans like clockwork. And he'd be smiling at me and my sister Tatiana. The whole time he's smiling at her because they're the same age. And I used to be thinking like, ooh, he want to get in my jeans. And I used to think he wanted to borrow my pants. I used to be so fucking dumb. I used to be like, every time I heard In Those Jeans, I always thought of that boy and I thought he was singing to me until one day I realized this wasn't about you. But anyway, so yeah, he liked something and I want to see him too. So yeah, so he like, what he was saying to me, he just like, no, I'm not finna give it to you. I'm not finna give it to you. So then I'm like, Lil Kuzo. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna tell you. He told me. So Brian had a whole attitude because he feeling like, you gonna like somebody like me, nigga. But it was like, it wasn't giving that. So he really like pressing me like, oh, you must like him. You must like Fly. I'm like, no. So my homegirls even talk to, they like, don't nobody fucking like him. Like Fly ugly as shit. All this other stuff like that. Like we talking back, like big shit. But they knew what I wanted it too for because they all knew we just all some nosy ass people. So anyway, Lil Kuzo ended up giving me his aim, and from his aim name I find him on Facebook. So let's fast forward. It probably was later that day. It started getting dark. I was the only friend that used to be outside. No, Lil Kuzo, his dad would let him be outside with me. We'd be outside thugging late as fuck. For some odd ass reason, we didn't have no fucking curfew and we could be outside till whenever the fuck we wanted to be outside, as long as we like check in from time to time. So other people parents wasn't playing that, so yeah, I would have to go in the house. So Toxic was like, let's just go in the house because I can't be outside or I'm gonna have to go like in my house. Unless I'm in your house, that's the only way I could be out. Which is shout out to Toxic Mom, because my grandma had called me the other day and said, girl, guess who came over here and had lunch with me? But anyway, so yeah, we went in my house and we chilling. Remember I told y'all that Toxic didn't have internet or a phone or nothing like that. So the only time she could get on social media was like at my house or on my phone. We in the dentist late night. Her mama said she could stay the night, which was cool. I'm sitting in my grandpa chair, flipping through the channels on my sidekick. She on the computer. When we had found out his Facebook name, we all had added him. We added him probably like earlier that day, like literally after I had found out his Facebook and I seen it, I added him or whatever. So when Toxic was on the computer, because that's when I would go on Facebook on the computer. I couldn't do it for my sidekick or whatever. I just be on AIM. She was on the computer and she was like, can I log you out of Facebook? I'm about to sign in. So I'm like, yeah. One thing about her, which was weird, and I peeped, but I never said nothing because I was like, oh, this my friend, like my best friend. Like I don't really mind what she do. I know y'all probably like, girl, is she your best friend? Well, she was not your best friend. Because yeah, I mean, sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. But yeah, I never thought nothing of it. But before she would sign me out, she would always go read my messages. And I did kind of think that was weird because I didn't do that to her. But yeah, so she would go read my messages. So she's like, oh my God. So I'm like, what? Like, what happened? What happened? So she was like, why did Fly message you on Facebook and say you kind of cute on Facebook? And it was just like, what? Because I kind of got offended because I'm thinking like, is he saying I'm ugly in real life? I will be outside with an afro. My afro days. I'll just blow dry my hair out. But anyway, so he was like, Fly said you kind of cute on Facebook. So I was like, don't respond to him, don't respond to him. She was like laughing and stuff like that. I'm like, don't respond to him, he ugly as hell, don't nobody like Fly. What the fuck, don't like me, you know. And I'm just like, he's so weird, da 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 da. We just like talking shit, but we laughing about it. And she's like, yeah, he's so weird, like this whole time Fly probably liked you. And I'm like, like I would never talk to him. She like, do you like him? I'm like, nah, I do not like him. Like, so we just laughing and stuff like that. And she ended up logging out. She getting on her Facebook. I'm not thinking nothing of it, right? That whole night we just chilling. We'll be twerking, y'all. Like, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. That whole night we'll be chilling. We'll be just on the webcam calling people on Uvu and shit like that, and just a whole bunch of stuff. It's funny because why her ex-boyfriend, I don't know what be up with toxic exes, but they love reaching out to me later in life. You don't get the fuck. Anyway, so one of her exes did have sent me just recently a screenshot of us all on Uvu and shit like that. Anyway, so I was just like, we on Uber, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I never got back on Facebook that night. She spent the night, like I said. The next morning she had left because they had to go do something or whatever. So I get dressed, I get ready, and I go outside. I was big more on AIM. I'll get on Facebook, but like it just wasn't like I need to get on 24/7. AIM was more of my thing. Like I had to really be on there like that. So I ended up going outside with my homegirl. We just chilling and stuff like that. And Brian is looking so annoyed. Like I said, this nigga, I don't know if he could like smell us outside. He would appear from anywhere. And sometimes we'll try to follow this nigga home because we're like, where do you live? He would not tell us. But I figured out why later in life. But I ain't gonna talk about that because I did use this boy's real name. So yeah. So yeah, he ended up like, he seemed like he was mad as fuck. So he was being weird towards me. Mind you, he would always be at Fly in them house. Like they was kind of like, it gave like family or something like that. I don't know. So he was like seeming irritated with me. So I'm like, what's wrong with you, Brian? Like, what's up with you today? So he like, nothing, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, I'm good. But he had an attitude. This boy used to be so sweet to me, sort of. He would be like nice from time to time. He was annoying though. But I'm just like, fuck, he acting weird towards me for. So yeah, so he being weird towards me. So I kind of like break the air. Because one thing about me, I will argue people the fuck down. I don't know why. Yeah. So anyway, I just broke the air and I was like, you going to that party tonight? So he like, yeah, I'm going. So I'm like, oh, you trying to go? I'm telling my homegirl, like, you trying to go? So she like, yeah, we could try to go sneak up over there. Only reason why I said sneak is because my sister would be there. And she used to be like, girl, you little ass at home. So anyway, I'm like, we could sneak up over there. So he like, your sister is not finna let you be up in a party or whatever. I'm like, don't worry about it. I could do whatever I want to do. I'm not worried about her. And it was one thing too, because it's like 9 times out of 10, when you at the party, she gonna be doing something she ain't supposed to be doing no way. Not like nothing crazy, but I'm gonna tell on you if you want to play those games. But she knew I wouldn't. I don't know why I would threaten to tell on her. I never told on that girl. She would tell on me. I gotta call her tomorrow. So anyway, she ended up I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm like, ain't nobody worried about her. Nobody's scared of her or whatever. So he like, yeah, whatever. You're not gonna be there. But he just have an attitude. He like, yeah, I'm gonna meet me a girl from Fly School and she gonna dance up on me. She been hitting me up too. You wanna see her? She look good. So I'm like, no, I don't care about who you talk to. So my homegirl like, don't nobody want to talk to your dusty ass, like talking to Brian. Like, we just used to get at him. He like, y'all just mad because the closest thing you had to a boyfriend was somebody on Zawinky. And y'all remember Zawinky? But anyway, so I'm just like, boy, shut the fuck up. Like, you weird. Mind you, at this point, I done had a boyfriend or whatever. So I don't know why he acting like that. But he just like talking shit. He mad. So here come Feed 5 4 Fum little fucking Fly with his big ass shirt on. He walking down the street and he thinking he just the shit, right? So yeah, y'all, so Toxic not here. She never came back. I guess she had to go leave or something like that. Who knows? But she ain't outside with us. So Fly little ass walk up and he like, what's up? So when he said that, I ain't saying nothing because I'm thinking he talking to everybody else because we don't like you. So he like, what's up? So nobody saying back, and they just kind of smiling and Brian looking irritated. So I look, who he talking to? He looking at me. He like, what's up? He smiling. So I'm like, what? He like, what's up? Like, you really gonna act like that? So I was like, act like what? So he's like, you scary. You scary as fuck. Oh man, she's scary. So Brian looking irritated. I'm like, who's scary? What are you even talking about? He's like, you scary. Dang, you really scary. That's crazy. Yeah, you scary. And I'm just like, why are you calling me scary? At this point, I'm trying to get it to him because I'm thinking like, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? So I'm like, why is you calling me scary? Like, what happened? What? Like, what's up? Like, what's up? So he like, nah, it's cool. So he talking to them. He like, yeah, but tonight we gonna be having all the girls on us. Yeah, because you know me, I'm big fly. And I told a lot of girls from my school, I go to a private school. And all the girls gonna come and they gonna be doing this, that, and the third. Yeah, Brian, we gonna have us a good time. We gonna be having us some fun. They could come, we could take some girls back to my house too if you want to. So he like, yeah, we could do that. And I'm just sitting there. But when he talking to Brian, he kept looking over at me. And then he walked up and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna see you later though. You scary. I swear he'll only come outside to little kiddos. So he just said I was scary again and walked off. So I'm like, Fly is weird. What is he talking about? So they ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, look, Kuzo, you gonna just, you know, you the one that be telling me all the info I need to know. So I'm like, what's going on? What he talking about? So he like, I don't know what he talking about. Like, he talking about some Facebook shit or something like that. So I'm like, some Facebook shit. So Brian like, she know what he talking about. So I'm like, I don't know what he talking about. Like, what he talking about? I'm thinking like, oh, because we ain't seen him since we added him on Facebook. But I'm thinking like, we all added him on Facebook. What he got a problem with me for? So then I thought back to it. I'm like, oh, he messaged me on Facebook. So you mad because I never responded to you? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's so weird. I didn't mention it to everybody though. Like, me and my homegirl ended up moving away from where they was at. And we talking about, I'm like, he mad because I never responded to him. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, something bothered me. It's going to bother me for a while until I figure it out why. When I figure out why this person did some weird shit or something, it's going to bother me a little while. It don't take me a while to figure it out though. So anyway, we at the ice cream truck and we all down there. It's a whole bunch of people. And it clicked to me. Like out of nowhere. I said, hold on, sir. Hurry up and bring me out that watermelon bomb pop. Because it clicked to me so quickly. And I was like in a rush. So my homegirl like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, I got to go in the house. I got to go check my Facebook real quick. She's like, what happened? I'm like, I just got to check my Facebook. So I'm like, hurry up, man. Give me that watermelon. I'm just really irritated. Which it was the nerve of me to be rushing this man. Because that ice cream truck man hated us. I don't even know why he still came on our street. He used to be sitting outside my house talking about where the little girl at. Nigga, ask the adult for the money. I'm not clearly, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back. But anyway, so I'm like, come on, give me the ice cream. But he'll talk shit to us too. We had like a love-hate relationship. That's clearly why he still kept coming, y'all. Don't think nothing like that. But yeah, so he ended up giving me it and he was just laughing. First he was holding it. He's like, give me the money first today, because we would sometimes pay him back though, but when we get the money, you know. So he holding it, he like, give me the money first and then you get your ice cream. So I'm like, oh my god. So I gave him the money first and he gave me the ice cream. I'm like, boom. I'm like, I'll be right back. I run across the street real quick. So I go in the house. I run straight to the computer. My grandpa's sitting on it. I'm like, dang, he gotta get up off this shit because I need to check my Facebook. It was clicking to me. I'm like, I feel like I know what's going on, but I wasn't sure. So I'm like thinking like, damn, okay. I'm just prancing back and forth in the den. I'm trying to make conversation with my grandpa. Ooh, remember when you was little and used to ride a bike? He like, yeah. And he could tell that I really want to get on the computer. So he was like, do you need to check something? You need to get on the computer. You need to check something. He's like, I'm about to get off in a little bit. So I'm like, okay, you're fine. I end up going in the room. I'm walking back and forth. I'm just stressed out because I'm like, I know ain't what I think it is happened. So eventually he ended up getting off. He called me and I go back. My grandpa called my name. So I go in there and I go straight to the computer. Go on Facebook, had to log him out. I log in. Y'all, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me the fuck why. I knew. That's how I be like, bitch, you psychic. I went to Facebook. I went to them messages. I said, because I was thinking he can't be mad that I never responded. Yeah, I left him on scene, but why would you be calling me scary? I didn't say shit to you. I go to them motherfucking messages. Before I opened it, it said, when I see you, I want my hug. So I'm thinking like, click this message. Why the would it say that? I clicked that motherfucking message. Tell me the fuck why. Toxic ass wrote back to him and said, you cute too. Bitch. She said you cute too. Mind you, bitch, why is you playing so motherfucking much? Why are you playing so much? Why are you playing so much? So I was like, oh, no, she He didn't. I'm pissed. I'm like, I need to go outside. I'm about to go knock on their door and tell him, nigga, I am not the one who said that to you. I do not like you. So that's why he calling me scared, because he said, what's up to me? And I'm just like, what is you talking about? Because he thinking, mind you, she didn't reply back when he said about the hug, because clearly she locked me off. But it's like, girl, don't play with Fly like that. That nigga's weird as shit. So I'm like, I was so irritated. I go back outside. I'm telling my homegirl, like, toxic, weird as hell. And I go back over there with them. And I was like, Brian, yeah, tell Fly that was not me. I did not message him. That was Toxic. She hit him up. So he like, why would Toxic hit him up on your Facebook? I'm like, because she be using my computer. She can't log in. And she told me about the message. But yeah, no, I was not me. I do not like Fly. Da-da-da-da. I'm saying all this stuff. I do not think he's cute. And he's far from cute, if anything. And da-da-da-da-da-da. All this other shit, right? So he like, oh, no, you got him messed up. I'm talking so much shit. He like, I'm about to go tell him. I'm like, I don't care. Go tell him. So he ended up going down the street, right? We all just outside chilling. Next thing you know, you see them walking up. Fly with his big ass shirt on with a smile on his face, and so does Brian. So I'm thinking like, yeah, wasn't me. Why does nigga Fly come over there and start trying to roast the fuck out of me? He like, oh, you said you don't like me? Oh, that wasn't you? Oh, I ain't like you anyway. Da-da-da-da-da with your big ass afro looking like a damn fool. And da-da-da-da-da. And the girls at my school be looking cute and they be having their nails done. I was like, ooh. He just talking shit. He like, you got sandals on with chipped nail polish. I'm like, this nigga, he was going in on me, y'all. And I'm like, don't nobody like your little ugly ass anyway. And I seen your Facebook, mind you. And let me tell y'all too, when I had went back, because I was gonna write back to him and tell him that was not me, but I couldn't write him back because he had unfollowed me and he had it to where only people that follow him could message him, so I couldn't write him back. I mean, he had deleted me as a friend. I guess he had it to where only people that was his friend could message him, so I couldn't message him back. That's why I told them to tell him. I wasn't trying to put him on blast. I've never been that person. So yeah, he talking all this shit about me, my chipped ass toenails, my stupid ass afro, it wasn't an afro, y'all, it was blow dried out, but yeah, my dumb ass hair, my ashy ass knees, why my nails ain't done. He talking shit. He is going in. Oh, you and that fucking unibrow bitch. I'm just kidding. He didn't call me a bitch, but he like, and your eyebrows. I think when I start consistently getting my eyebrows arched, I want to say maybe 9th grade. So maybe. I don't know. Y'all, your girl was rough for a long time and I ain't seen none of it. I was like, I don't care. I was gonna say something, but never mind. But anyway, so he talking so much shit. He talking shit. So I'm like, Fly, you ugly ass leprechaun looking ass bitch. You look like the motherfucking nigga that lived 3 houses down that still live with his mom. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking shit too because it was this ugly ass dude on our street. And yeah, so I'm talking like, you look like him. And da 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 da. I'm just going back. We going back and forth, but he really chewing me the fuck up. And I was real sensitive back then. So I said, you know what? Let me stop while I sit here and start crying. And I'm gonna be mad because I can't hit him. He a boy. So I'm just like irritated. He like, yeah, I didn't like you no way. And I was just trying to see what you were gonna say. It was a joke and da 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 da. And I'm like, boy, whatever. You old little big ass shirt, boy. You think it's 2005 still, you weirdo. And yeah, he ended up walking off. He walked off. I'm like, you like 2 feet. I said, nigga, you're older than me and I'm taller than you. I'm hitting him with shit that don't even make sense. Like he probably didn't even care about himself being short for real. He probably didn't care. But anyway, so yeah. He ended up walking off. He like, yeah, I'm gonna see you later tonight at the party. So I'm like, I gotta make it my mission to go to this party because I want to see if he got any type of girls on him, because I know he don't how to way. He big talking about me and my chipped ass polish. Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, we sneaking up in that party tonight. Like, we getting up in there. So she was like, okay, we gonna go. Like, so that was the deal. We was finna sneak to this party because I really wanted to make it my mission too to irritate him in front of his friends. I don't know why. I just wanted to be a weirdo. I don't know, he pissed me off. And I was mad at Toxic too, but mind you, she's nowhere around and I can't aim her because she ain't gonna be able to see it until she gets to my house, so I might as well just wait till I see her. So I'm like, yeah, Toxic weird for that. And I kept talking to them about it. I'm like, she's so weird. So me and my homegirl, we talking about her or whatever. Now it's like later on in the day. It's close to where the party is about to start. We trying to be the first ones up in there so we can hide in the house somewhere so my sister don't know I'm there. Y'all, it didn't really work out like that though. So the party started and we realized we cannot get in. Oh my God, it was not working out. For one, my homegirl mom was like, yeah, no, you got to come in the house. It was after a certain time. I wasn't gonna pull up by myself. Well, walk up by myself. And I'm like, dang. So I'm telling my sister, like, can I go to the party with you? She like, No. So I'm telling her, I'm like, well, if you see Fly, can you slap him? And she like, girl, what? Why would I slap Fly? Like, why you got a problem with him? And I'm like, I don't know, just slap him or something. I just want you to. Like, she not listening to me. She like, Simone, leave me alone. I used to really be, I guess, her annoying sister. She probably was just like, oh, girl. But anyway, she didn't listen to me. So we didn't end up getting to go to the party. I'm staring out the window, literally head on the window like this. And I'm like, I could see, I'm on the phone with my homegirl. We on the phone. I'm like, girl, look at your window. Look at your window. Brian and Fly is walking past right now. They about to go to the party. And she like, girl, I see them. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm so annoyed. I was so mad. My sister is like, stop being weird. Get off that damn window. I'm like, just go to the party and leave me alone. I was stressed out, y'all. So we on the phone. I'm on the phone with my homegirl. We talking. I'm still talking shit about Toxic. We try to call her, but they was like, oh, she can't come to the phone right now, so I ain't talked to her. So I'm like, talking shit. Then I thought about it. I said, oh, if this bitch want to play, I'ma play with her. So my homegirl like, what you gonna do? I don't know how I came up with this wild idea, but I said, I'm gonna make a fake aim, y'all. Because I know y'all thinking like, wait, when did you do something to her? I was like, I'm gonna make a fake aim and I'm gonna pretend I'm her and I'm gonna tell Fly that he's cute, like I like her, that she like him, right? Whatever. You know what, now I think about it, I had to be in the 8th grade, cause I wasn't doing no shit like this in the 9th. Maybe I was in the 2nd grade. I'm just kidding. But look, so I'm like, I'm gonna tell him that he like her. So I was like, she was like, yeah, do that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Mind you, me and her on the phone. While we on the phone, we used to be on the phone all night long and on Zawinky. I was like, bitch, where you at? And she would come where I'm at. But the whole time, yeah, we just be vibing and stuff. Or we'll play on people's phone, y'all. I got story times about that because we fucking played on somebody's phone and literally met a grown ass friend. Look, weird as shit. I don't know. We used to call him. Okay, look, that's a whole nother story time. So we on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I made the aim or whatever. I hit him up. Of course, he didn't aim back because he's at this party or whatever. And I hit him up and I said, hey, this Toxic, I like you. I just was real brief and simple. And my plan was to just make the aim, say what I said, and then that was it, right? The next day, this man ended up responding to the aim and he was like, you do? He was like, Toxic who? First he was acting like he didn't know who she was. So first he trying to act like he don't know who she is and he's like, Toxic who? So I'm like, Toxic that live on the street. And I start describing her or whatever. So he like, oh, he's like, you like me? He was like, you and your little friend be playing. He was like, you like me? So I'm like, I like you. I think you cute. And that was it, right? He started writing back and was like, I think you cute too. I always liked you with your thick ass. Okay. Perv. He like saying all this little stuff and I'm talking to my homegirl. I had to hit her up. I'm aiming her and I'm like, call me when you can. Call the house phone. So I'm like, girl, he's saying all this stuff and I was like, I wasn't gonna take it that far. I literally was just gonna say I like you so that she could feel stupid as fuck when he come up to her. And that was it, because mind you, she was back on the street that day and she had already called me like, oh, I'm gonna come outside. And I wasn't gonna say nothing because I already had it in my head like, oh, I'm gonna play with you, so when you have the awkward moment I could be like, yeah, because that's when you did that to me, right? So I didn't say nothing. So she like, what? He said, what? And I said, yeah. He said all this stuff like this, like, I like you too. I be trying to talk to you. Like, I've been wanting to talk to you, but your little dusty friends. He was talking shit about me too. So I'm just like, don't do too much. He was like, yeah, you always with your little dirty ass friends, but you cute or whatever, and you're ready to be one of those girls at my private school. He's like, seem like he just went to the most top tier school. I don't know what the fuck that nigga. He probably went to Sarah. But anyway, he like, yeah, he like, yeah, what else? What he was saying? Yeah, he basically saying like, yeah, you're the type of girl that could go to my school. Like, you passed the cute whatever the fuck he said. So I'm like, girl, he kind of really throwing jabs at us too in his messages. So she was like, well, just say, when I see you, give me a hug or some shit like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say that and leave it alone. So I'm like, when I see you, give you a hug. I logged out. Boom, we go outside, right? We go outside, Toxic there. I'm just smiling. I'm just so smiley today. She's smiling too because I'm smiling. My friends love to see me happy. I'm just kidding. She's smiling, I'm smiling. She not knowing why we smiling. Me and my homegirl, we just laughing, smiling to ourselves. Like, it was just so funny. Like, because we know what's gonna happen when he eventually bring his ass down the street. So Brian come over there and he was like, what's up, Toxic? And he looking at her and she was like, what, Brian? Like, what do you want? We used to be so mean to that boy. And he was like, don't try to act like that now. Like, don't try to act like that. So I'm like, I heard him change the subject because I didn't want him to like fuck it up. So I'm like, how's the party? Like, y'all went? He was like, oh, the party was cool. I seen your sister in there. She danced with me. I said, no, the fuck she didn't. He like, no, she did it though, but I did see her up in there or whatever, and this, that, and the third, and she was with a football player, not like a NFL player, but like a boy that played football at school. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's my big bro. I used to think, my sister used to have like the coolest boyfriends, and I used to think I was so fucking cool to be called they little sisters. Until one of they freaky asses been in my DMs recently. I had to tell him, like, do you know who I am? He said, yeah, I do. Blocked. Okay, let me finish the story. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, that's my big bro or whatever. Yeah, he real cool. He like, oh yeah, that nigga like really him, like da 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 da. I'm like, y'all know that's my big brother. I'm just thinking I'm getting brownie points because I know somebody that's cool. So anyway, like we just talking about the party because I had to really throw it off. So this nigga, it seemed like today was the day Fly did not come out inside. I'm like, where the fuck this nigga at? I kept looking down the street. I'm like, y'all want to walk to the corner? Like, let's go to the store. They like, why? I'm like, let's just go to the store, get some chili balls or something. They like, okay. Usually we go the back way. I'm like, let's walk this way. Toxic like, I don't want to walk that way because she used to sneak to walk to the store. She like, I don't want my mom to see us walking that way. So I'm like, nah, let's just walk that way. We could just go through the alley. Let's just say we going somewhere else. She ain't gonna see you. I'm like, we could come back the other way. So she like, I don't know, mind you, through the alley, they sometimes be hanging out right there because their house was like on the corner. So she like, nah, let's walk this way. I'm trying to go past that house so fucking much. She not understanding why. I'm just like, dang, she really was not going for let's walk that way. Because she like, nah, my mom gonna see you, I'm getting in trouble. So I'm like, fuck, yo, strict ass mama. Okay, let's go the other way. We go back the other way. And when we was coming back from the store, I'm like, let's walk through the alley. She was like, it's not gonna make sense if we walking back from the alley because then I'm gonna pass my auntie house. I'm like, oh my God, you technical ass bitch. So I'm like, let's just walk in the middle of the alley because I'm trying to see. And I start mentioning Fly cousin, the girl. I'm like, I'm trying to see if she's over there because I found her on Facebook and I think she said she was gonna be over here. And I just really wanted to say hi to her or some shit. I just made up a lie. So I'm like, let's just walk a little bit through the alley and then we could turn around and walk the other way. So she like, okay. Even though this makes no sense. Me and my homegirl just laughing. I'm just thinking like, yes, we about to get her. We about to get her, y'all. Fucking corny ass. So anyway, we walk. He ain't in the alley. I'm like, fuck. Let's go back. So we end up leaving. We go back. I'm irritated. Like, I'm like, damn, this shit is not gonna work out. So y'all, oh my God. Because I wanted it to happen so bad. Because I wanted her to feel stupid like I felt stupid. Bitch, I got my feelings hurt. This nigga talked all type of shit about me and my chipped ass polish. I wanted her to feel how I felt. Because you got me embarrassed. So I'm like, we standing there and we just chilling. We chilling at the homegirl house. I get on AIM. I signed into that fake AIM. I signed into the fake AIM account. And I'm like, where you at? Why you didn't come outside today, right? I took it too far. I took it too far. So I'm like, why you didn't come outside today? So he like, oh, you want me to come outside? You want to see me? So I'm like, yeah, like come outside. And I end up signing off because I'm like, yeah. So I was like, let's go back by Lil Kuzo house. Like, let's go back over there. They like, no, we don't like them. Him and Brian is so fucking annoying. And I'm like, but that's my little cousin. Like, you know, I'm just like, to my homegirl, she like, oh, okay. So I'm like, or something, let's just stand like in the middle of the street or something. I don't know. Like literally in the middle of the fucking street. So they like, okay, whatever. Like, let's just stand over here. So I'm looking down the street. I keep looking. This nigga still ain't came outside. So finally, who you see in a fucking big green t-shirt today? Oh, because he trying to impress Toxic. This nigga changed the color. Okay. He had a big green t-shirt walking down the street smiling, looking like a damn fool. I said, this is the time. So I was like, let's move down here a little bit more. I was like, because I gotta go ask my little cousin something. I just wanted to say, because I didn't want to tell her, like, bitch, you had this nigga humiliate me. I went home and cried under my fucking pillow and plotted on how I was gonna get revenge on you. So I was like, you know what? She didn't even know that this nigga did me in. So I'm like, let's go. I want to ask my little cousin something. So she like, okay. We go down there. He walk up and he put his arm around her. So she was like, Fly, what are you doing? Like, move, Fly. And he was like, don't act like that. He was like, why are you acting like that? He's like, don't let your little friends get in your head. Like, you better than that. So she was like, my friends get in my head. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all, she confused and I'm over here smiling like this. I had the biggest smile on my face like, it's happening. So she like, what are you talking about? So he was like, I'm gonna talk to you later. I ain't even gonna say no. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna hit you up. So she was like, what? Like, you gonna hit me up? He was like, I'm gonna hit you up. Like, I ain't even gonna say nothing, right? So she was just like, what are you talking about? Like, she was so confused, but she didn't say nothing or whatever. So he like, yeah, he like looked at her and he was just walked off, right? He walked off. Y'all, tell me why I'm like, this didn't go as well as I thought it was gonna go. I'm irritated because I'm like, what the fuck? Why he ain't cuss her out? I'm just kidding. But I'm thinking like, it's gonna come. It's gonna come when she find out. So we chilling and stuff like that. And we end up going to my house eventually because she went to check her Facebook or whatever. Mind you, it's not no messages on her Facebook because I made a whole fake ass AIM. So while we on the, like, we chilling and stuff like that, I'm like, girl, what was Fly talking about? The whole time I know. I'm like, what was Fly talking about? She's like, I don't know. He weird. He ended up hitting me up on Facebook too, saying I was cute. So I'm like, oh, he hit you up on Facebook? And I'm thinking like, I'm like, she ain't gonna respond to him. Like, she ain't gonna respond to this nigga. He was like, yeah. She like, yeah, he hit me up on Facebook or whatever. He said I was cute. So she was like, yeah, he ended up hitting me up on Facebook saying I was cute. She was like, and I just told him, thank you. So I'm like, oh, so that's why he was trying to talk to you? Look, I'm over here thinking in my head like, this not adding up. This not adding up, Simone. So she like, yeah, that's why he was trying to talk to me or whatever like that. And listen, she was like, I don't know. She was like, he's so weird because he had hit you up on Facebook too. So I was like, right. So then I had thought about it. I said, you know what? Mention it. So I said, Toxic, why did you respond to him on my Facebook and say that? I don't know why. Because I'm mad because it didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, making the fake aim. She already done respond to his Facebook message. Y'all, so I was like, why'd you hit him up on my Facebook saying that? She was like, girl, I was just playing. Like, oh my God, I was just playing. And she's like, what happened? So I was like, he unfollowed me off Facebook. I'm like, he unfriended me off Facebook. And the other day when you wasn't here, I said he talked so much shit about my fucking polish that I went and bought some shit from 99 cents though, and it keep chipping off too. I said, he embarrassed me in front of everybody. I'm just telling her everything that happened. She was like, oh my God, he did that? Look, big smile on her face. I'm like, yeah, he did that. So she like, oh my God, he did that? That's crazy. Like, he did that? So I was like, yeah, he did that or whatever. And she was like, dang, that's crazy. Like, oh my God, I didn't know he was gonna take it that far. So I was like, yeah. She's like, why you didn't just say like it was me or whatever? I'm like, I did tell him it was you. And he was saying like I was planning all this other stuff. She's like, oh my God, I'm gonna say something to him about it. I'm gonna say something to him about it, right? So she messaged him back and she's like, oh, why did you say that to Simone? It was me. I was just kidding and stuff like that. He's like, oh, because she tried to say this about me and she was calling me dirty and big t-shirts and little, and I'm short. I'm like 4'11" and don't nobody want me and all this other stuff. And y'all, mind you, he having this whole conversation with her and she's writing back to him as if we don't hate fly. Bitch, this is the I hate fly club. We don't like this nigga. So I was irritated even more because I'm like, not, because y'all, when he was talking shit about me, I'm Brian over there laughing. My friend probably got a chuckle in too. And I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And I know y'all probably thinking like, wait, wasn't she did some fuck shit to you? Y'all, I was so bothered that I took that fake aim too far. I took it too far. Y'all, but I was just so irritated because I'm just like, girl, what the fuck? Like, it was just going weird. So she was like, oh, she's swerping down. She did not like him. He was weird. She told him by herself, all this other shit like that, right? So I was so irritated. I was so fucking annoyed. And I was like, yeah, don't message him. He's weird. I was so annoyed. I'm like, what the fuck? It is not going the way I wanted it to go. Like, what the fuck? I'm so irritated because it's like, look how you got me embarrassed and that shit didn't even backfire on you like I wanted it to with this stupid ass fake aim, right? I took the shit too far because I was mad. I was so mad that it didn't go the way it went, and I was irritated because she's laughing and using my motherfucking internet and computer. Bitch, this my DHL. So she was like, yeah, I'm not finna respond to him. He's weird. He keeps saying like, what's up with me and you though? So when she said that, it clicked to me. I said, he said what? She was like, he said, what's up with me and him? She's like, I'm not responding to him. He's weird. Like, don't nobody like him, da da da. Y'all, I go on that fake aim from my phone. I took it too far because I was mad. I went on the aim on my phone and I was like, because mind you, he's aiming too. When I signed back in, I seen he was like, oh, why you not responding to my messages? And I was like, oh, I don't be on aim like that, y'all. So he was like, oh, what's up? So I said, you said what's up with me and you? Oh, I went too far. And he was like, yeah, what's up with me and you or whatever like that. Like, why are you not responding back? And I'm like, oh, I'm not on Facebook no more. I just was lying. So, but I'm kind of confused because I'm like, she said she ain't responding to him. This bitch better be responding because then it's going to look fucking weird. So I'm like, yeah, you said what's up with me and you? So he was like, yeah, like, what's up with me and you? So I was like, you trying to be my boyfriend? I was like, you trying to be my boyfriend? And he was like, for real? So I'm like, yeah. He was like, okay, well, we could only date on the street and stuff like that. Cause you know, like at school, I got like a lot going on. So I'm like, oh, I don't care. So he like, okay. So he was like, okay. He was like, yeah, come to my house right now. So I'm just thinking like, I'm at Simone's house. I just lied. I'm like, well, I didn't lie because she was at my house. So I'm like, I'm at Simone's house. The whole time she like, who you over there aiming? I'm like, nobody. So he like, I'm like, I'm at Simone's house right now. So he's like, dang, can you ditch her? I'm like, no. So he like, okay, well, can you come with her or something like that? He's like, well, you could bring her or whatever. Like, you could bring her over here. So I was like, nah, we gotta come another time. Like, it's not gonna work this time or whatever like that. So he was like, dang, all right, well, just let me know. Like, just let me know. So it was so funny. So he like, okay, so you my girl now. So I'm like, yeah. And I logged off. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna log off. That's it. I ain't doing nothing else. This is really gonna work now. This is really going to work. I was like, nah, let me log back in. I logged back in and I was like, you gotta give Simone $5 tomorrow because she's sad about what happened and I can't date nobody unless I have her approval. Like, what the fuck? That's weird. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I can't date nobody unless I have Simone approval. I was like, so tomorrow when you see me, before you even speak to me, just give her the $5. Y'all, I don't know why I said that shit. He's like, okay, whatever, LOL. I logged out. I didn't even respond to that nigga, right? The next day come, we end up outside chilling like we usually do, same old shit, like niggas hanging in front of a liquor store. Y'all, so he walk up to us smiling and shit like that, and he just hand me $5 in front of everybody. So they looking, they like, what the fuck? So I took the money and I put it in my pocket and I'm smiling. I said, it's gonna happen. He's gonna say something about him that's being his girlfriend and it's gonna happen. Y'all, I just have to get paid off this ordeal. So next thing you know, he was like, what's up, baby? And she didn't say it, she just looked and like rolled her eyes. So he was like, why you acting like that? Like, don't be acting like that. Like, what you mad about? So she was like, what are you talking about? Like, she was like, I'm not mad at you. Why did you just give Simone some money? So he was like, because you told me to. She was like, when did I tell you to give her some money? Yeah. He was like, you told me to apologize to her. And then she was like, yeah, I did. Because I guess on Facebook, she told him the same thing. She was like, that was messed up of you. So she was like, yeah, I did. But why did you just give her $5? So I'm like, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's my $5. It don't matter. Like, I'm just trying to stop it. I just try to change the subject because he not getting his $5 back. That's not what's gonna happen. I already owe the ice cream truck money and shit like that. Like, he ain't getting his $5 back. So I'm just like, well, thank you for the money. Like, thank you for the $5. Acting like I'm clueless. So this nigga just gave me $5. So then he like, yeah, he was all like, don't be acting weird. He's like, are you mad because I told you I got shit going on at my school? She was like, I don't care about what you got going on at your school. He's like, okay, then stop acting weird. Like, you my girlfriend here, so that's all that matter. Like, that's how it is. She was like, I'm not your fucking girlfriend. So now she yelling. She got loud when she was like, I'm not your fucking girlfriend. So I'm dying laughing loud. Like, ha ha ha. Yeah. I'm laughing so loud because I'm like, it's happening to him and it's happening to her. Bitch, you getting your embarrassment for the way you embarrassed me talking about my motherfucking hair and feet. And now you finna get embarrassed too. And now she finna feel stupid too, I guess. I don't know. And then that's when I was gonna come out and say it. But yeah, so they going back and forth. He was like, what the fuck? Da 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 da. And you was saying all this on AIM. And she's like, on AIM? You don't have my AIM. You don't have my AIM. So he bringing up her AIM, bringing up the AIM messages. And she was like, that's not me. That's not me. So I'm just dying laughing. Like, this is the funniest shit ever. And he was like, what the fuck? You a little ass girl. Da, 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 da. Oh, now she's a little girl. You just said she was ready to go to your cool school. Yeah, but yeah, he talking so much shit. And he started going in. She's like, you're weird. Like, don't nobody fucking like you. You was in my messages saying how you like me. Da, 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 da. All this other stuff like that. So I'm just over here laughing. Everybody's laughing. They're like, what's going on? Like, you know, everybody's confused except me and my homegirl because we know what's going on. So they like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm laughing. So he like, Simone, shut the fuck up. Excuse me? Excuse me? So I'm like, boy, what? I'm like, Fly, you're weird as hell. You was talking shit about all of us over here. And I'm like, he probably talked shit about y'all. I was so messy as a child. Why did I have friends? Because he didn't talk shit about them. He just talked shit about us. But it's not like they care no way. They was way younger than that nigga. So I'm like, yeah, he probably talked shit about all of y'all. Like, he was talking shit about all of us. So he was like, how do you know I was talking shit about all of y'all? Because mind you, we said it was Dusty because he was really arguing her down. He's like, this is your aim. This is your aim. This is you. And she's like, that's not me. Like, da 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 da. They going back and forth. So he was like, how you know I was talking shit about all of y'all? And I was like, because Toxic told me. She was like, what? I'm like, because she was like, what? I'm like, because Toxic told me what you said, how you was saying how we dusty and all this other stuff like that. He was like, exactly, because this is your aim. This is your aim. And she's like, that's not my aim. That's not my aim. So I was like, well then, Toxic, how did you tell me what he said? Not me over here gaslighting her because I was like realizing like, oh bitch, you finna get caught up. Even though I was gonna tell her, but I don't know, I took it too far. So they kind of get into it. She's like, that's not me. That's not me. They get into it. He was like, yeah, you wanna act so weird in front of your friends and da da da. Why this nigga gonna try to lie and gonna say, and you was talking shit about them too and saying how they dusty and stuff like that and you better than them and they ugly and all this other stuff like that. So she's like, I ain't never said that to you. He was like, you said it on AIM. You said it on AIM. And she's like, that's not my aim. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, this nigga's a liar because I didn't never talk shit about myself to him. Like literally, I would say little brief stuff and sign out. Like literally. So he talking shit and he was like, you were saying all this about your friends and da 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 da. And I was like, Fly, you a fucking liar. She did not say that. You are a liar. Now we getting into him bad. We loud. We so loud. We was so loud till this man came out and he tried to like say something to us. He's the original booty man. That's where I even got the name from for real. It was this man on our street growing up. We called him the booty man and it's a whole story about that and a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah, so anyway, he arguing with her down. So everybody like, and my homegirl's helping me gaslight Toxic. She like, like, toxic, that is your that is your aim. I know it. She's like, that's not my aim. That's probably fucking you. That's probably you. So she's like, bitch, you ain't nobody gonna make no fake aim about you. It was a whole thing, and everybody like, toxic, if that's your aim and you like fly, just say that. And she like, what the fuck? And we all go, and I'm just like, well, toxic told me that that's what you said. He's like, yeah, because that's what I said to her on this aim that she claimed ain't hers. It was a big thing, y'all. But it's more that goes into that. I kind of felt bad, but I guess that's when I was a bad friend, because I didn't have to do all of that. Like, I literally did too much over me getting embarrassed by what she did. I felt like I took it too far. But yeah, that's it for this story time. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas day. I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas day number 2. Stay tuned for day number 3. Y'all already know I'm going to be flooding y'all because it's that season. But I love you guys so much, and I see y'all in my next one. Y'all let me know. Was I wrong? Which I knew I was wrong. I did take it too far. But that was my time as being a bad friend. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.